Hello, and thank you for visiting our website. Since 2018, U.S. Leaders Protective Services has been committed to researching, developing, and delivering non-lethal protective equipment to a vulnerable population across America. With the emergence of growing number of mass shootings and an increasing frequencies of these horrifying events, we've determined, as many public officials and community activists agree, that something different must be done to thwart these active shooters from killing and injuring innocent people. At U.S. Leaders Financial and U.S. Leaders Protective Services, we're doing something different from just waiting on legislation to be written or to be passed, or offering thoughts and prayers after lives have already been lost and families have been devastated. What we believe is that you can't fight fire with fire. For example, for many years we've seen fires put out with water, CO2 gas, and other methods of extinguishing fires, and also alerting people with fire alarms and other methods of making sure that first responders are notified in a quick and efficient way. And we don't have nearly the same problem with fires as we have with these horrific acts. In the same manner, we see cyber attacks increasing in our country. And we see cyber attacks coming from hackers, but they're being more and more sophisticated. But we're using different tools than the hackers use to thwart them. We are using cyber tools to track down perpetrators and to take them out of the action. And these methods have been used even since we've had antiviruses and encryptions to protect our computers. Yet hackers persist on attempting to seek to find ways to exploit where they have weaknesses, and they believe they can find weaknesses in computer users. The same way that active shooters are aiming to exploit what they believe is a weakness in our free and open society. So, our point is, we want to provide unarmed, innocent people with a system and equipment that will shield them from unexpected gunfire, while alerting first responders right away. We believe that this will thwart the plans of active shooters and reduce the response time before they arrive to the scene, while assuring everyone on the scene, including the active shooters, that help is already on the way. My name is Tommy Johnson, and I'm the inventor of the Hero Shield systems, and I'm a co-founder of U.S. Leaders Protective Services. Our equipment is called the Hero Shield and the Hero Shield Lite. Those are our first two inventions. They're designed to provide unarmed persons with a bulletproof shield that will protect your head and torso, such as this. At the same time, it will provide the non-lethal protection, and it will provide notification with an alert and alarm system that can alert everyone in the immediate vicinity. Now, in the videos that are going to follow, and you're going to see on our website, you'll be able to review the protective ability of that shield. But also, I want to bring to your attention that the electronic capabilities are also available. And so I want to describe them to you. We have what is called the SOS system. It begins with a very annoying, loud, shrill sound that gets the attention of everyone in the area. And after that, there's a very clear announcement that a shooter has been observed. And then once that announcement has been made clearly for several seconds, there will be a drumbeat in this form of a SOS. 3 shorts, 3 longs, and then 3 short beats again. So the drum beat goes on for about a couple of minutes to make sure people know. And there will be a hissing sound in the background that lets people know this is not shooting. This is a drum beat to let them know that help is on the way and that that the other signals have been done. Now, once we've demonstrated this SOS signal, we'll turn to a couple of our partners and our panelists that are here with us today, and we'll have a little bit of a discussion of how the Hero Alert system works, as well as the usefulness of the Hero Shield. So again, let me just caution you, we're not going to go through the whole 2 minutes of this, but I will just demonstrate the Hero shrill sound followed by the Hero Alert.
Shooter observed. Shooter observed.
Let me start it from the beginning. And it goes on for a couple of minutes, and it goes in a loop that will make sure that everyone knows that this is the situation. And so there's no doubt that there's a shooter in the area. That way, in case somebody has a silencer or a sound suppressor on their weapon, that someone will still know, everyone will know, and that shooter will also know that his pattern has been disrupted by the alert. So I have with me today a couple of our partners and one of our manufacturers for the electronic caregiver. The electronic caregiver will be the manufacturer of those shooter observed signals, and it has a ECG monitor that is a direct contact to first responders and to police, EMS, and fire, and as well anybody else. But I think our panelist, Charlie Herschel, who's with ECG, can give us a little bit better description. Charlie, how are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you, Tommy.
Good, good. So I'm trying to give a little bit better explanation of how the electronic part of the Hero Shield works. And did I get most of it right, or is there more that you can tell us?
You did, but let's go into a little more detail. So we really envision electronic caregiver personal emergency response systems being the perfect complement to the Hero Shield. The Hero Shield, of course, is going to provide you with that actual protection from high velocity rounds that could be headed your direction. But what about getting first responders? So our electronics are cellular operated, so they'll function anywhere that there is cellular service available, and they have emergency transmitters that can function within 500 feet around that base. So exactly as you described, that's how we envision this working, be it a school, a public building, that whenever that situation arises, whoever's first to that Hero Shield is able to, in their Hero Shield, press an emergency transmitter button, is then able to start that alarm, contact emergency services so that help is already on the way, as well as start that shrill SOS drumbeat notification sound across a series of devices, letting not only the people in the immediate vicinity know, but also in the entire complex.
Excellent. And just for the sake of the audience, the button, I have a button on my wrist from Electronic Caregiver, and this is very, very similar to the one that's offered with the Hero Shield. And in the future, I plan on having it adapted because I carry my Hero Shield everywhere I go, and so I'd like to make sure. Now, when I press this button, it goes directly to emergency caregiver or emergency center, call center, and they could probably tell police and EMS wherever I'm at. So this is the way that it looks. I don't know if I show it, but I just want to be sure that for people that already have electronic caregiver, can you let them know that you do plan on adapting theirs so that they can use their electronic caregiver to use Hero signals?
Certainly. I mean, if you have one of our systems, there's going to be no limit on what kind of signals we can process through that device. Whenever we set it up for a private individual, of course, that is listed as your device, Tommy. So when you press that button, it connects you with our certified operators at the monitoring station, and they're able to assess the situation in real time and get help out as quick. Another thing that we can use our technology to coordinate better communication between those of our clients who have our system. And this can be used, this is also a feature of our private buying one for yourself, as well as a feature of protecting an organization, is that anyone who's listed as a responsible party, anyone who's listed as a must be notified contact, can even be set up to receive not only a phone call, but a text notification. And that will open up a browser option in your smartphone so that you can chat with the other people connected to that device.
Wow, that's powerful, especially when you're in trouble and you want to make somebody aware that you need help right here, right now. And so we appreciate our partnership with Electronic Caregiver, and we're looking forward to getting these devices into the hands of innocent people and to disrupting this awful trend that we're seeing with people being under attack from gunfire. Thank you very much, Charlie. We also have with us what our marksman for one of the last demonstrations. He's featured in one of the videos later on, testing the Hero Lite system. It's Carlton Miller, and he's with Umbra Arms. I guess he's the owner of Umbra Arms. And Carlton, you sell firearms.
That's right.
And so I just want to know, what was your impression of the Hero Lite when you tested it against a shotgun as well as a 9mm pistol?
Yeah, well, in both shooting evolutions, it was clear immediately that the shield was able to stop the penetration of all of those rounds, including the shotgun and the 9mm. So from a practical standpoint, this is a functioning item, and I'm very proud of it. It's lightweight, low profile, and it's a bit different from what I'm used to seeing when it comes to ballistic defensive mechanisms like body armor and plate armor. So it's a very exciting tool, and I was very happy to be involved in it.
Very lightweight, 3.5 pounds, and it can be taken pretty much anywhere. Like I said, I keep one in my car, I have one at home, I have one in my office. But this, I think, is going to be a transformative piece of equipment that people, peace-abiding people, law-abiding people will be wanting to have at their disposal. One other question now, since you do sell firearms, would you recommend that your customers also look at buying one of these through you?
Yeah, often people who buy firearms from me for self-defense are looking for essentially passive defense systems like this, like body armor. In some cases, they want inserts for backpacks and gym bags and things like that, and that has its own market. This kind of product is good almost anywhere, and for the current reality today, where there are lots of places where people congregate where they're not able to, say, use a firearm for their defense or don't have a lot of other measures around them. This is an excellent tool because it takes up almost no space. It's very lightweight. Anyone can lift it. It will stop almost anything that will come at you from a firearm. So I think that it fits kind of hand in hand with people who are looking for firearms. If self-defense is the target, this is an excellent finisher for that evolution.
All right, thank you very much, Carlton.
My pleasure.
And I tell you the truth, if I had a choice, if I had a bullet coming at me, I'd rather have one of these in front of me than a gun. But our mission is to, not to try to keep guns out of the hands of the wrong people. We want to try to keep bullets out of the bodies of innocent people. And so we thank you once again for visiting our website, and we hope that you'll explore other parts of our website and take a look at other demonstrations and go visit our vendors and pick up one today. Thank you.